Hi, this video is going to look at the impact of digital technology on the different functional areas of a business. It's the final bullet point in this whole of Unit 3.9 and I'm going to try and cover the value of digital technology as we run through the impact on the different functional areas as well. So I defined digital technology in a previous video, but just to reinforce, digital technology is absolutely huge. It's had a massive impact on the world in general, and particularly the working environment, the world of business, over the last sort of 50 years or so. And it includes the financial transactions, online communications, computer networks, cloud computing, mobile technology. All of these aspects of digital technology have had a huge effect on businesses. So let's have a look at how they affect the different functional areas. Well, lots of different ways in which digital technology is affecting finance. So, first of all, we're able to store vast quantities of financial data. We can keep records of transactions. It makes it much more likely that we're not going to miss payments to suppliers or workers, and we can keep a much better eye on what's going on. We're going to have better record keeping and reporting, more accurate accounting and more accurate reports that we can provide for managers. So, for example, looking at the impact of a special offer in the supermarket, we can see how many extra units that we sell. We can monitor, if we've put chicken on offer, how does that affect our sales of pork or beef? So we get better record keeping and reporting. We can track cash flow much more effectively, which is particularly useful for monitoring debtors, the people who owe us money, creditors, the people we've lent we owe money to, and making sure those people are paid on time. Very helpful in undertaking ratio analysis. All of the information, we can use software to get all of those calculations that you need to know. That can all be done by the computer, and we can just look at the figures and have a look at how they're changing over time. So it makes that process much easier. And finally, electronic funds transfers, which are reducing the opportunity cost of holding cash. So there's some quite interesting businesses. There's a few coffee shops in London, for example, that I know of that have just stopped taking cash, and the reasons given for that is often that it creates a huge opportunity cost. Sometimes you have to spend half an hour a day counting up that cash at the end of the day, bagging it, taking it to the bank. If you just get rid of cash and there's signs on the door that says, we don't take any cash here, you do it all electronically, then that opportunity cost of holding cash is greatly reduced, and a lot of businesses will probably go that way in the not too distant future. In terms of digital technology on marketing, well, it has a huge impact on all areas of marketing: product, price, promotion, place. In terms of product, we've seen how digital technology can be used to digitalize different products like music and film and books. We can now stream TV programs when we want them, rather than having to wait till when they come on TV. In terms of pricing, we can do things like we can cut the price of our products very often because we've got lower overhead, so that's very helpful. Or we can even engage in dynamic pricing, where we charge different consumers different amounts because of the information we've collected on consumers. Promotion can be far more targeted, and it's obviously had a massive impact on distribution. Just think of supermarkets over the last 10 years. As online has come on, people are going to the supermarket less often and having things delivered to them, so there's a huge impact on the place element of the marketing mix. We can collect market research data much easier, collecting feedback from websites and so on, or email. Maybe after you've stayed in a hotel, you've had an email from that hotel asking you to give feedback on it, and that allows us to collect and analyse data far easier than we could do when we were collecting it with pens and totting up graphs and so on ourselves. That can be done instantly, and we can just look at the data and analyse it much better. We collect lots of information on individual customers. In a previous video, I showed the homepage that I land on when I go on Amazon. They know that I'm a teacher, and they know that I'm interested in things like health, and so they target me with different books that I might be interested in. That relates to that second point as well, or this point here, sorry, the increased ability to target consumers. It also expands the size of a business's target market if we've got a website. Rather than just people in the local area around a traditional shop, people from all over the globe potentially can find your website and order products from your company. And it vastly reduces barriers to entry, which you could look at as a negative. There's going to be more competition because it becomes cheaper for businesses to set up. If they, in the past you needed maybe a shop front, an actual shop that you pay rent for. These days you just need a laptop and somewhere to store products, and you can start a business. So in terms of operations, we should be able to communicate with suppliers better. So there's a little diagram down here showing how computers can be used to talk to each other, order supplies, and then those raw materials come through. We've got the increased ability to automate the production process and engage in things like mass customization, where customers are able to design their own products online. So you can think about those Nike football boots, where people can go online and put their name on it or whatever, and then the product is customized for them on the production line. That's as a result of being able to use digital technology. That's what's made that sort of thing possible. And we're basically just going to have improved logistics, organisation of the production process. We can much better monitor where are our raw materials, what's going on with our work in progress, and when will the products be delivered to customers. We can be more reliable and make sure that we deliver products as and when customers want them by monitoring things via digital technologies on the computer. Finally, in terms of HR, there's been huge impacts on, say, job design. Digital technology both creates new opportunities for work and makes some jobs redundant. And there's a huge amount going on in the media at the moment about what the impact of improvements in digital technology will be. If you just look at the taxi market, for example, people were talking about driverless cars, and how in the future maybe there won't be so many jobs for taxi drivers. So there's that aspect, but also most desirable skills, analytics, mobile marketing, email marketing, content, all of these have got talent gaps. If you're looking to earn some money in the future, then maybe it'd be worth training in these areas, because there's going to be jobs available. So digital technology has an impact on HR strategies. Lots of the kind of software design type jobs, they follow very soft HR practices. If you do a YouTube search for, say, the Amazon warehouse, you can see how some workers are being treated with a very hard HR strategy. So huge impact on human resources. We've got the opportunity to engage in flexible working patterns. For example, my brother is able to work from home several days a week as a result of digital technology. We can improve communications with our workforce around the world. Email and sending documents electronically rather than having to post them makes things far more efficient. But that has blurred the lines between work and home. I can't tell you how often I've been out with friends and they're kind of checking their mobile phone because they're getting emails from work at the time, and I'm not entirely sure how healthy that is. So lots of impacts of digital technology on all the functional areas of businesses. I don't know quite what's going on in the background, so I apologise for any distracting noise that there may have been.